Hang on, let me do a quick little improv here. Hello, everyone. It is I, Markiplier, and welcome to the world's quietest stream. I thought to myself, I was like, the way we're feeling right now, why not try to do something like that? See what happens.
It's pretty much just. It's pretty much ASMR at this point.
I don't know how people would feel about that. I don't know. I don't think people want to hear me in that tone of voice. Be like, that's too creepy. Go back to your normal self.
Here, let me try something. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 21st anniversary live stream. Last time we decided to do a meme Shugyo, and now we should be ready in order to fight Xehanort.
What the crap?
They look like Shredder from Ninja Turtles.
The helmet definitely doesn't help.
So, what does Jiminy register these guys as?
Well, the thing is, since this is the final boss, we don't get to check to see what they're technically referred to as.
This is a final boss.
This is just phase 1.
Scala ad Kylum.
Yep.
What kind of a name is that?
I have no clue. Part of me wants to think it's like slightly German, but I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure. It would be kind of interesting to know the origins of the name, like, aside from how it was created, I just would like to know how the name came to be. Because I'm sure there's some kind of alternate language behind it.
Okay, now he straight up became the Shredder.
Yeah. That is a
With,
freaky looking armor, though.
Goat head?
It is weird, but when you think about it, the Keyblade does have kind of like a goat design on it. When you get a closer look at the Keyblade, that is, per se.
The Kingdom Key?
No, the Keyblade that Xehanort wields.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for the individuals inside of those houses.
Everything's going topsy-turvy here.
What is this, Wonderland?
It'll feel like it.
Is this the Lingering Will theme?
Yep. It's basically combining all the different themes that Xehanort wielded over the years. Whether it be Ansem Seeker of Darkness, Xemnas, his younger form, his own theme. It's a combination between all of it. I also forget that I'm at level 99, so it's like, oh, his HP's melting.
I kind of wish they did what Pokemon did and have it be able to be at level 100.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1's the only game where it actually was at level 100. The rest of the games have always just been 99, and I was just so confused as to why they just stick with 99 rather than 100.
101 Dalmatians?
Yes, hard to say.
Now, if I recall correctly, in some religions, the goat has been associated with the devil.
Right.
Make it out what you will with Xehanort.
It's hard to say, but it definitely feels it, what it does.
My condolences goes out to everybody who lives here.
Yeah!
Oh god, imagine a no damage run with this.
That would be impossible. With all the stuff that goes on, it'd be hard to keep track of anything.
Oh hey, it's the uninspired blade.
Yeah.
Hi, Stitch!
Did quite a bit on him, though, what it did.
Can I just say that we're essentially beating up a frail old man?
Is he a frail man? He's an old man, yes, but is he a frail one?
I mean, like, just the way that we're ragdolling him.
Fair point, fair point.
Oh. It's the return of this form.
Yep. Now we gotta watch out.
You're barely doing anything to him.
Gotta get through this phase first. There we go.
He's basically dead. Why are you still needing to attack?
It ends here and now.
Wait for it. Not gonna lie, I do kind of like that effect. It's like Donald and Goofy calling out to you through your controller.
He's frail now.
Yep. Whatever strength he had, it's all gone now.
So they're dead.
We can only assume and hope that Nomura doesn't decide to do anything random and crazy. But yes, the battle
Sora, let's close
is
this.
finally over. And now we seal Kingdom Hearts one more flippin' time. Pluto's like, I'm right here too! Oh wait, there's Jiminy. Okay. He's not with Sora, unfortunately. But that just makes it all the
Okay.
more terrifying. That clock tower is getting a lot more crowded these days.
The group of 6 has become 7.
But this is special right here. He's got everyone at Destiny Islands.
Even Titus and Waka and I forget the other one.
Selfie?
Selfie.
This time I actually said it right for once.
I don't see any of them.
Yeah, I don't either.
Everyone's here my ass.
I mean, you see Isa and Axel, as well as the Twilight Gang, so... And unfortunately, that everyone also This is what got me and everybody else. It's like the one true happy ending.
But it isn't an ending.
No, sadly not far from it. It's too far from it. And it hurts. While we're going through all this, Mech, what have you thought?
Had it not been for that final bit, this could have been the final game.
It could have, and it should have. You know, have it end there, and, you know, it be open-ended to new adventures possibly and stuff like that. But no. Nomura and his creative team decides to do one last final chain hurrah in order to make one bigger, grander story. By
This isn't the last one.
Yeah, it's that's to me that is like the one big downfall. Everything else is fine, and Kingdom Hearts 3 I still hold to this day as like my second favorite in the entry. But Sora
Isn't it
disappearing
just
like
behind
that,
2?
huh?
I forget. Isn't it behind 2? Or am I forgetting which game you liked?
Kingdom Hearts 1 is still my overall favorite due to nostalgia reasons and stuff like that.
But
And-
if we're not counting nostalgia.
3 would definitely be very close. The combat, it's just, I absolutely love the combat. I love the Keyblade transformations. I just love how it basically took everything that had been built since Kingdom Hearts 2 and refined it. Like all of the different stuff from the flow motions from Dream Drops, from the shock lock commands, from Burst by Sleep. It took every aspect that made the series so good and made it better. It's like,
Shock locks.
yeah,
Why not barrels?
huh?
Shock lock,
Oh,
barrel.
that's a cute joke. That's a cute joke. But not only that, too, it also finished up so much story building that it had created. Because, like I was saying before, Nomura had no idea how the characters were going to be sticking with, you know? He created the characters to make them almost essentially one-shots. But after seeing so many people loving these characters and stuff like that, Nomura was like, I just can't let them die. The fans love them too much. So he had to figure out how to write them back in. Was it complicated? Yes. But,
It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. They won't let the story end.
right. It's just, I hope that in Kingdom Hearts 4 we finally get that conclusion. And that's my biggest thing. I want it to finally be back together again. That's my biggest thing that I want. But, aside from that small little ending bit, everything else is so good.
Okay, apart from just...
Pardon me.
It just might just be me, but... Other than the fade out of Sora, we should have gotten a kiss.
Should've. It's like, at that point, everybody should have at least got to see some kind of a kiss somehow. And unfortunately, we didn't.
And now we cut to these guys.
Yep. The one
This
thing...
is what I was mixing up with the Keyblade armor,
yeah,
by the way.
the foretellers.
Or wait, is he just being controlled by Xehanort still here? Or like what's going on?
So, essentially, Lu Shu, in order to remain his form, he had to jump his heart into several bodies.
And Xehanort was one of them?
Xehanort thought he was controlling Sigbar, but Sigbar only played a fool in order to fool Master Xehanort. In a way, I think he more or less nullified his memories so that it wouldn't be too obvious as to what his intentions originally were. And so, because of that, Zigbar had just always been able to hide his presence the entire time. And now that all that's over, all of his memories are coming back to where this exact moment is being taken place.
So, Zigbar was the true antagonist all along.
Yep. And, oh boy, apparently there's a history. A history that I have no clue of, and neither does everybody else. We just know this all took place eons ago. And it all resolves back to the Master of Master himself. To which we don't know what he looks like.
7 black pieces. And? Just watch.
That is literally Nomura's final words.
Just, like, the just watch cutscene, and then you get the you died animation playing. Hang on, I'm gonna have you pause this real quick so that way I can provide some instrumental.
Ah, okay.
That way we're not just sitting in silence.
I mean, thankfully the song's over, so it should be just the post-credit music.
Hang on, I had something in mind.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
I mean, they own The Simpsons now, so...
This has no right to be on here. Why?
How is he able to manage all of those?
What can he say? He's a skilled rat. Scrooge is like, how in the world? Shh, she's sleeping.
This music is no... Show off.
Yep. Probably one of the, just only the benefits of being a snowman.
Show off, Olaf. You know, I would have figured that Rabbit would have had issues with Gopher as well with the garden, you know?
Seems to be working in this case.
I mean, like, gophers are kind of a problem when it comes to gardens.
That is fair. That is fair.
So, you know how Syx and Axel were trying to find someone when they originally joined the organization?
Yeah.
I wonder if they plan to tackle that in Kingdom Hearts 4.
I hope they do, because that would be an interesting... Pardon me.
Yes, that'd be an interesting...
But, cause see, the only thing that we know of about Kingdom Hearts 4 is that it essentially takes place in Quadratum, which is completely separate from this universe, and the only other character that Sora might interact with is Shriliza.
Hang on. I just remembered something.
Oh, no.
You need to have a look at this.
Okay, folks, we're about to dive into whatever Mech's about to show us. Oh, I've seen this one. This is so cool. I especially love the guy that's voicing for Oswald. It's pretty cool. Oh, but I unmuted.
Right.
Hey there! Are you the guy Yozora keeps talking about? Sora, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, consider yourself lucky, friend. My name's Oswald, but feel free to just call me Oz. Me and Yozora go way back. He told me to keep an eye on you until you got familiar with this city.
He did? Weird. I guess he's a good guy after all.
Of course he's a good guy. I'll tell you, that man has saved my butt so many times I lost count.
Are you sure about that? Yozora has a weird way of saving people. Didn't he end up fighting you too?
What? Oh, no, we never, I'd never lift a finger against that guy. He's a mean, lean fighting machine.
I guess that's fair. Oz, right? Let's work together.
And
Also, this was in the recommended when I was looking it up.
oh, I've
He
seen.
looks like he has buck teeth.
Oh, that is so weird. But yeah, I've seen this one. I know this one, and we no need to bring it up per se, but those who have seen this one knows what it is. And this was whenever I made the sudden realization of what a key party is, and I'm like, oh dear God,
What?
a key party. So. Okay, so I'm going to have to explain what a key party is, because even I didn't know about it until I watched this. So, it's sort of a weird sex game where where basically women or men, depending on how you want to look at it, will grab a random set of keys. And whoever owns that set of keys, they go with that person and essentially do whatever you would imagine they could do.
Okay.
It's essentially a random hooker's night out.
Oh.
Yeah, so no need to look into that, I assure you. It is definitely not as clean as it should be, especially in regards to Disney properties. Although it was definitely weird just to see Clarabelle there.
Meanwhile, in Smash Brothers.
Wait,
you saw the... Did you see the thing? I didn't catch it on your monitor.
see what? Oh, that's... I did not see.
Wait, there's a versus Sephiroth mod?
Well, that's what this is. Mario and Sora versus Sephiroth mod.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in reference to Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, that is... That is an interesting mod selection. So essentially what the modder did, he basically took Mickey's skin and put Mario's skin on top of it. And asked for
Sephiroth, I imagine it's a different boss.
Yes, the boss that they covered the costume in was actually Master Xehanort's in the Data bosses.
Okay.
An interesting choice. It's like recognizing it and everything like that. I knew exactly what it was, but at the same time, it's still kind of weird. But yeah, it's like I recognize that battlefield and I recognize those techniques right off the back, so I was like, I know what they did. It's interesting and it definitely makes sense, especially with Mario and Mickey's size and stuff like that. But even still.
Oh, good lord. Imagine if Xehanort was part of Organization 13. Well, not Xehanort, the...
Sephiroth?
Sephiroth.
That would be very scary. Because I'd be afraid of what type of power Sephiroth could do after joining Organization 13. Be like, he's already insanely powerful by himself. What are you going to do, you demons? And sure enough, we see frickin' 13 meteors and being like, Mommy?
So I just realized something.
What's that?
After this this game, doesn't Sora technically have a body count now?
What do you mean by body count?
He killed Xehanort.
Oh, I guess in a way, yeah. I mean, Xehanort took a long time finally dying, but yeah. Although, wouldn't that also be the same way for the others? Like Clayton. And I'm not talking about the other Disney villains that come back in later entries. I'm referring to
Well,
legit.
I wouldn't say that Sora kills Clayton in that instance, because we clearly see that his own Heartless managed to do him in.
That is true. That is true.
Jafar got shoved into a lamp, and then you know how that went in the sequel.
Yeah, he essentially exploded. Ursula, still kind of iffy in that area.
Oogie
Oogie,
Boogie.
he's a bag of bugs.
You could argue that Jack was the one to do him in.
That is true.
Barbossa came back to life.
Yeah. Shang Yu, what would you say, Shang Yu?
I don't know.
Now that I brought that up.
Like, I don't know what exactly, like, who actually would have been the one to do that in. Because, like, I would have figured Mulan would have been the one to, you know.
I mean, Shang Yu, all he did was just basically drop dead. So we don't even get to see who delivered the final blow, so there's that.
Scar, that's Simba's doing.
Yeah, because he was him before he became a Heartless. So there's that.
Eugene killed Gothel.
Yeah, literally, that was his doing. Hades, he's Lord of the Undead. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's deathless.
It's like, how do you kill a mortal? You can't. They're immortal? Ah, correct. They're immortal.
Meanwhile, with Kratos, he'd probably handle Hades easily.
Oh yeah, regardless of which version of Hades you want to predict in. Let's see, what other Disney counts are there? Captain Hook's still living. He's somewhere out there, but he's still alive.
Would you technically say that Terra killed Ericus?
Yeah, technically he did, even though Xehanort finished him off as he was fixing to finish off dying. It just, Xehanort hastened it. It's like, Ericus is like, I'm dying! And Xehanort's like, you're not dying nearly as fast.
No, it's like, I'm dying! Good! The Tremaines managed to get squashed by an Unverse, if I recall.
Yeah, by their own undoing, so yeah, that was their intentions, no one else's.
Maleficent keeps coming back.
Yeah, so that's not a death. There's the evil queen from Snow White, and while we didn't see her die, we can imagine how she died.
Yeah, she just fucks right off.
Yeah, so there's that. Technically, Gantu, one would argue...
Gantu doesn't die.
Nah, he doesn't die, but also one can argue say he wasn't a good villain?
He's more of an anti-hero.
There you go, that's the word to use.
Or would he be an anti-villain?
We'll call him an anti-something. He's neither a good guy or a bad guy. He's not really...
I would have preferred I would have preferred him as an uncle.
Guntu's like, you expect me to be an uncle of this abomination?
I support you, though.
Let's see, what other Disney properties?
Gantu just, like, if you saw Isaac Carlson's video on Gantu, like, you just notice that throughout all of the times that he's appeared in, like, Lilo and Stitch the series, and and the movies, like, he was missing the moral support.
Yeah, he was. If
And then in the Leroy and Stitch, he managed to actually get a group of people that he was able to be supported by.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Especially after he turned... especially when he betrayed Hamsterville.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Like, 625, as it referred to as Ruben in that, ends up when the council reassigns Gon as captain again, he makes Ruben his second in command.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't seen the entire series, so to know that was an ending, that's cool. I like that.
And then the anime fucked it up.
Oh, shit. How wonderful. We leave it off on a wonderful, beautiful ending, and then the anime decides to go...
Imagination.
It's like, if it wasn't for the fact it actually was an episode, I would have thought this was fanfic. A Lilo and Stitch fanfic arc. That's an interesting thought.
In case you're wondering, this is the same anime that had Stitch say, "Nothing tastes better than Mickey's head."
Yeah. I remember you showing me that and be like, what the frick?
Oh, that's the name of the other character that's behind Felix. Sample. Alright, now back to this. We left you sitting here for long enough, Luxord.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Also, in regards to Jiminy, I just realized, who's to say he wasn't on Sora's shoulder when they went to Destiny Island?
You got me on that one. You got me. I don't know. Although that'd be one strange coincidence, being like, I was on your shoulder for 2 seconds, and then poof, I'm with you here in whatever this world's called.
I'm omniscient.
That cricket gets into more trouble than he should have.
Oh, speaking of the cricket, you've seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that the Disney Jiminy cricket would hit it off well with the cricket from Puss in Boots: Last Wish?
I think so. I think they would hit off as good friends.
I will. And we'll both be back before you know it.
Please.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Riku.
His heart and his mind are made up.
I figured we might as well just have stuff playing in the background of this part in particular.
Gosh. As Garfield would say, nice touch.
I'm now just picturing the back and forth. It's like, nice touch. Cute. Cute joke.
Oh, wow. That is so cute, but at the same time so hilarious. Because it's like that tantrum was just... like...
But I see now the truth he spoke of.
That transition of a voice actor hit us like a rock.
Oh, yeah.
For bedtime stories. Without the kid, we're still down at.
I mean, I'm glad to have my distant cousin voicing an antagonist, knock on wood, but...
Even still, though, it's just one of those things where it's like, he does it well, I think. He does it well. He's not Leonard Nimoy, but he comes close to the mark.
I do hope that we get to learn a bit more regarding Kingdom Hearts 4 this year.
I hope so too. It's literally been over a year since that announcement, and we still don't know any further details. I mean, I know it's going to be a while still, but I don't want it to be too far off. I want to be at least somewhat remotely within, like, the ideal of 3 years of its original announcement. I would like it less, but I'm willing to forgive it to be 3, you know?
Right.
But don't keep me in darkness too long. My anxiety for this series is too much for me to handle sometimes.
Here's hoping it's not another 13. I wonder if people have modded in these specific fights Donald and Goofy.
I say they have. It'd be interesting to see how that turns out.
Donald and Goofy just go to Quadratum with Sora.
I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up actually happening in 4. Just those two end up there by some coincidence and be like, where are we? How should we go about signing off, Mech? Just the usual?
Bye?
Alright then, yeah, we'll see you next week in the continuation of the Remind DLC. Till then, this is me and MBCMechachu signing off.
Like, I don't know how else to send this off. I mean, you saw what happened in the cutscenes.
That's fair. Catch you next time, guys.
This is a bigger cliffhanger than what happened with Aqua.